What's up, this is Squad 2448, we're following Senator Sound Team View. Today we'll be building a giant driveway for the construction series here on the Mowing Map. We'll be hopping in the first gen Dodge and we'll first be making our way over to the construction site, and then we'll be going over to our shop to get the equipment for today's job. We did contract out the building of this shop to a few local companies. They have it built within the last few days, which is exciting for us. So today we'll be building a giant asphalt driveway for the shop, and then we'll be doing a video setting up our brand new series here on the channel, which is going to be pretty cool. As you guys can see, we are going in this very nicely done first gen, and take a look at this, guys. This is the shop that they built. I mean, it came out pretty nice. We did pour the concrete, excavate, and get it all prepped for them, which is awesome. We'll just kind of pull over here on the grass, turn our hazard lights on, and take a look at this shop. This is one giant shop. Now, this is one very cool shop. I did do a review on it if you guys would like to check it out. But you can come over here, and this door will actually go up right over here, which is pretty cool. It's one of the first times I have seen a door just like this. And take a look at how open it is on the inside, and it does the working lights. So overall, this will be a perfect shop for our brand new series. So up next, we'll be kind of coming over here, hopping in our first gen, and we'll now be making our way over to the construction shop to go get our hook truck, which has a loader loaded onto it. And as you guys can see, both of those are the dump trucks full of asphalt. Today will be a very busy day removing all of the grass, compacting the dirt, and then laying down all of the asphalt. And I thought that instead of using a skid steer, we'll kind of upgrade to a smaller front loader. So today we'll be using the John Deere front loader with the attachment and the bucket to spread and remove all of the grass. We'll be hopping on the inside of the 850 hook truck, turn our beacon lights on, and we'll be making our way over to the job site. I really do like these hook trucks. They're a very cool way of transporting equipment, and I mean, they are very versatile. We could put dump beds on the back, different beds, and then have this one, which is nice to load equipment on. As you guys can see, this is also a pretty heavy load for it, but it is doing a pretty good job. So I think we'll kind of come right over here. The turning radius on this truck is not the best, and we'll be pretty much kind of coming and parking up over here. Now, I would have preferred for the bucket to be kind of on the hook flap it instead of being attached. That way it's a bit easier and it's more efficient for us, but it would not fit on the trailer that way. As you guys can see, the truck does roll forward just a little bit when you do that, and we'll just kind of pull forward here. And I mean, today is most likely the last day of this shop building series, which is pretty cool. We will be building one more project before the winter is over. It is pretty cold out since it is winter, but there is no snow on the ground. That's why we do not have the snow textures. I want it to be pretty realistic, and throughout the entire winter there is not snow all of the time. We'll be coming over here, and this machine and attachment, if you would so call, does work for the skid steer and the front loader, which is nice. And we'll just kind of get started off kind of removing all of it. I'm very excited to do this since, like I was saying, this will start a brand new series here on the channel. We'll back it up, we'll get this turned on, and I believe that we do actually have to activate it. So let's see if it's going to work. Looks like it's not exactly going to, so we might have to activate it. We'll give it a try. As you guys can see, we have now activated it, which is nice. And I mean, take a look at this machine grinding up all of the grass. Kind of, I would call this like a tilling machine, if you would so call it. And I mean, this does a great job. As you guys can see, very efficient also. I really do like being efficient, and having it in a giant loader like this is always helpful. I mean, and it's nice to change up instead of using skid steers all of the time with this. So this parking lot will be very big. We do need it to move around some trucks, everything like that, but I do not want to give away the surprise of what this kind of shop will be. But as you guys can see, I mean, this John Deere front loader isn't doing that bad of a job. I would like to thank each and every one of you for all of the continued support here on the daily videos. You guys are awesome with all of the positive feedback and video ideas, and I do appreciate each and every one of you for the continued support. If you do have any cool ideas, let me know down below in the comments. I really do enjoy doing videos with your ideas, and it looks like we did miss a few spots here and there. So before we kind of continue, I do want to outline where exactly we'll be stopping to. We do want to have like a nice grass border between the road and also the driveway to kind of mow it, and if we do want to kind of grow any bushes or trees. And there we go, guys, right into the truck. That's not too good and going to do some damage, but as you guys can see, I think that's pretty good distance away, and that should come out pretty nice. I really do enjoy doing these building videos along with all of the cool things we do here on the channel, and I just enjoy this construction series, and I will be looking into kind of doing one of these series in the construction simulator game. I think that will be a very cool thing to do. As you guys can see, this is awesome using this brand new attachment. I did feature this one in a mod review within the past few, so I do recommend you go check that out. But this attachment really does remove all the grass, no problem. We will have to go along the edges on either side to kind of clean it up just a little bit to make it even nicer. But wow, this machine works going forwards and backwards, which is nice, and I think that we'll just kind of keep it down, and it does a great job of removing all of the grass and kind of leaving us with dirt, which is what we really do want. And then we do have the John Deere tractor, the compact one over there, which we will be using today also. As you guys can see, we are coming over here. Looks like this side really does not need too much adjusting. Yeah, it looks like we did a good job on that side, which is good. We'll kind of turn around here, and overall I really do like the shop. It's pretty big and it looks pretty modern also. If you do have any cool ideas for the next series that we should do here for the construction series, let me know down below in the comments. I really do like doing these mini construction builds, like 4 to 5 video series, if you would so call it, building different things here on different maps. And the construction series will be moving to a new map I currently am building, and that should be a very fun map once it is complete. And there will be a lot of new different things on the map also, especially mud will be on that map. As you guys can see, that looks pretty good, and it's going to make it a bit easier getting in and out. I do want to have the opening right in front, that way you can kind of pull straight in and you come right over here to the door. So that's going to be pretty efficient doing it that way. We're just going to drive forward. As you guys can see, removing that looks to be good just about there. So next up, we'll be turning this John Deere off, parking this up, and we'll be hopping in the John Deere tractor, which has a cultivator on the inside. Looks like this is continuing to remove some. Looks like, I mean, it's not the best they're removing that. We might have to grow that back a little bit later on. But I really do enjoy doing these asphalt videos. Asphalt is a very cool mod. Which we are using the John Deere 5 Series tractor to go around and compact all of the dirt. I really would use a compact roller, but I think that the tractor is a bit easier and it works a little bit better, and it also does a better textures. But as you guys can see, a few more passes going back and forth in this circle pattern will definitely finish this, and we'll be moving on to the spreading part. And over there, you guys can see we do have 2 giant vehicles ready for us, full of asphalt, a dump trailer and also a T800 dump truck. And I mean, that's one pretty large truck. I do recommend you go follow me on Instagram and Twitter and turn on my post notifications. If you do have them on and follow me, let me know down below in the comments. I really do enjoy kind of interacting with you guys on the other social media websites, and by turning on notifications, you guys will not miss another video, since YouTube will be notifying you when I do upload every single day. And I do 2 videos a day, which is also a very awesome amount of videos and great content for you guys. As you guys can see, we'll park this up right about there, and next up we'll be kind of getting started off, kind of spreading all of it. So I think first up, let's kind of just hop in the Kenworth T800. Now this one is kind of in the way of the dump trailer, that's why I kind of thought to use this, and we will be using the John Deere to kind of help spread it out. But for now, we'll just kind of make a few passes unloading it and driving forward, which should pretty much spread this out. And I do want to get a bit closer. Let's take a look. It looks like we are pretty close over here, and I do have a lot of very cool videos planned, so stay tuned for all of them. We'll kind of get this unloading and we'll drive forward. And as you guys can see, it looks like this truck does give me quite a few problems, as you guys have seen in the past. We'll kind of park this right over here, and we'll just kind of skip over that and go on to the dump trailer. Now this one seems to be unloading a lot better in different areas, and it looks like between the different trucks and trailers I use, they unload and work differently here in the game when it comes around to like unloading in different areas. So I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of unload this into a big pile. So we'll definitely kind of let this unload while it is unloading into one giant pile. We're just gonna go hop in the John Deere. It looks like we do actually have to drive forward a few times because it will not unload it all in the same area. So I think we'll just unload this, and this does take quite a bit of time. This is a giant driveway parking lot, if you would so call it. And wow, we are really unloading this dump trailer, kind of backing up there. And let's kind of take a look. Looks like it's still unloading And now it's empty. So we'll kind of pull forward here. It's not the best thing to always unload it all at once, but it looks like that's what we will be doing today. We'll be coming over here, detaching this attachment and putting the bucket back on. I really do like the front loaders where you could definitely change the attachment on the front from the bucket to different ones like forks and all the different ones, especially machines just like the one we use. So we'll come right around the pile here, not too much room to move around. There's not too much room to move around with, but we are doing a pretty good job coming very close here to the dump truck, and maybe we could dump some of that right into this pile. But in the pouring concrete video, we did run into a few problems with that. As you guys can see, we do have a bucket load, and we'll just kind of get started off. I think we'll kind of work our way right from the garage door area, but wow, I mean, this shop came out awesome. Having it contracted out is pretty realistic, especially since we cannot really build the shops here in game. Well, we're kind of backing up, and as you guys can see, we are pretty much laying down the asphalt, and wow, that's going to come out very nice in the end, and we'll definitely kind of drive over to compact it. As you guys can see, this pile won't last too long, especially with this giant loader kind of doing all of it, and I think once we do a few more and drive on it, it should spread it out just a little bit more, since there is quite a lot here, so we'll get as close as we can. Now sometimes asphalt isn't going to kind of spread just like this. It might not be as realistic, but as you guys can see, it looks like we are doing a much thinner layer, and this is actually the amount that we should have done the first time. And take a look at that. When you do it right, I mean, it really does last. And wow, that's awesome how one bucket load got double what the other one did, just by kind of letting it out a little bit slower, which, I mean, we do not want more than a 2-inch coat, or else we would have to do 2 different layers. So I think that we'll have to scrape some of that off on the other one, which is okay. We'll kind of come over here and start again. And as you guys can see, I mean, awesome shop. Really do like how this mini series inside the construction one is coming out. We'll be backing up here. Looks like I am a little bit too close, and I did back up a little too fast, which is not the best. So we'll kind of unload in some areas. You guys can see, doing a pretty good job kind of making sure that we are doing a good job at the same time. So it looks like we do have to compact it. It will spread itself out, and we'll also kind of just drive on it, scrape up just a little bit, not too much. As you guys can see, I am driving over this higher section, and I mean, we are pretty much getting a full bucket load, which is nice at the same time, but that also means that we just unloaded way too much here, and we'll definitely have to kind of be careful as we continue to speed it up, and to be more efficient, we cannot have to kind of keep going over the same passes. We'll kind of start right over here and just kind of work our way from the building now. And I mean, wow, we are really laying out the asphalt. We do have to be pretty careful for the dump truck, and wow, that did have us create a pile. So we'll kind of pull forward. That looks to be a bit better there, and we'll come over here, and I think we'll do one last bucket before we do call it a day. A very busy day for us, removing all of that and laying down the asphalt driveway. And I really do like to kind of finish projects in a video, or maybe do 2 parts. Let me know, should we do a part 2 to this? I think that that'll be a very cool thing to do. You guys can see I am backing up slower, and we are kind of doing a much better job. And I think we'll kind of stop that right about there, and we'll just kind of do a few more coming right from the shop area. That way we could have a nice area. So I think that's pretty much going to be it. Let me know down below in the comments, guys, should we do a part 2 of building this giant asphalt driveway? Thanks for watching, have a great day, and subscribe for more.